What is up, guys? This is 60 Flow back to you with another video. And as you saw, well, probably not all of you have seen it yet, but I did get a video this morning put on YouTube of my 60. You guys finally get to see what it looks like and see how it runs. But today I am going to be giving the keys to my best friend. He is in town, just like last week. I went down there for the week and he basically just followed me back. I'm going to give him a turn in my truck. Here's the keys. I'm going to let him take it for a spin, see what he thinks of it. Now, he's never driven a 60 before. You just want to give him a little history on the trucks you have driven?
Yeah, I've driven my dad's 7.3, obviously. You guys have seen me drive that in many videos. That truck basically is the truck that I grew up around. My dad bought that basically new back in 2004. It was like a year and a half, pre-owned. Basically, we drove that we've been driving that for years. We still do. And then he got his brand new 6.7 back in 2014. And I've driven that quite a few times. I actually just drove it up here. But we've never had a 6.0 or 6.4 or anything in between. And I'm okay with not driving a 6.4. I've heard too many horror stories about them. And I've also heard some terrible things about 6.0s, but I'm excited about this one. It's a 2005, and the people who actually know 6 liters and actually know power strokes or internationals, whatever you want to refer to them as, Ford diesels. I know there's going to be guys who correct me down there as to how I actually say it, but guys who know them know that the 03s to 04s were not the best. They got a really bad reputation for all different sorts of things. I don't need to go into detail, but the 05s to 07s are usually a pretty safe bet, and they're a lot better built truck. Now, you still want to bulletproof them and all that stuff, but pretty good truck. We've just never owned them, never really got around to it. My dad just always bought that one truck, and he just ran it forever. So, but my buddy Joshua, like he said in my video when I asked him about the trucks that his dad's owned, he's owned lots of 6.0s. He's owned a 6.4. He's owned a 6.7. They had a diesel excursion. They've owned a lot of 6.0s. And for the most part, they've never really had too much headache with them. So I've said in other videos, if you've seen on my channel, which I'm sure most of you guys have, I said in the comments, I've said, responding to people, I'd probably never buy a 6.0, but I've also never driven a 6.0. So, and I've never actually lived with one to actually grow on it and actually like it. So we're going to take it for a little bit of drive and just kind of, I guess, get my perspective on it, how I like the drive, how I like the sound, feel, drivability, all that good stuff. Even compared to my truck, maybe I'll make some comments on that. So let's get to that.
Alright guys, I just gave him the keys, so we're going to go ahead and get right to this video of him driving the truck for the first time. And now you guys got to realize, he's actually never driven a 6.0, so this isn't one of those things where he took it for a test drive before this, and then we're going to make this video, so it's not like he already has this feel
Nothing's
of
staged,
what it's like.
Okay, it's not staged at all. This is legit. I've never driven a 6.0.
Yeah, so we're going to get right to it for you guys, and see you in a sec.
Go check him out on YouTube, by the way. 60 Flow.
Yep.
Anyways, guys, let's get this. Let's get the truck started here. Vlogging a vlog.
Yeah.
Funny. Let's give it a start up. Totally different than a freaking Cummins. Just crazy. Honestly, it's more relatable to the 6.7 than it is, 7.3 or a 12 valve for sure. In terms of feel, startup, and sound, so much different already. Cummins are the superior, right?
No, shut up. But his is more of a tractor sound. This is more of a refined. I don't really know how to explain the difference.
Smooth, a smooth power sound. You hear a lot of turbo. That's for sure. It's being a 6.0.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a sound of this. What do you think of it so far?
I honestly really love the thing. To be quite truthful, the power delivery is so smooth. It's so smooth. It's smooth as butter, but it's rock solid at the same time. It's a weird. It's just different. It doesn't feel like, in terms of drivability, like in terms of like braking and throttle response, it's definitely different than a 7.3, but it's not like, it's not a crazy difference. Obviously, it's the same, same truck in terms of like most of the vehicle itself. Suspension's a little bit updated for sure. Obviously, different motor, all that stuff. But coming from the perspective of the 12 valve, it's way different. 12 valve, like it's a little bit clunky first off because it's so old, but I don't know, this truck's definitely faster, but there's some secrets there that he'll have to reveal another time, but it's definitely faster, and I really like it, to be quite truthful. It's super comfortable to ride in, pretty quiet. This is just getting to one of those years too, guys, to where the trucks aren't quiet like the new 6.7s, where they kind of sound like a minivan. Sorry if you own one and you feel like I'm bashing your truck, but they kind of sound like, I mean, we own one. They kind of sound like a Honda Odyssey.
They just don't sound like a real diesel like they used to.
But it's just because of all the,
it's all the dumb laws that they did.
Emission stuff and EPA regulations and all that bull crap, to where those trucks are so died down that it's like, they don't even sound like they're like really living to their potential in a sense of like, horsepower and all that other crap.
Make sure I'm getting the right. Whenever you're ready. Alright guys, well he just got a little bit of taste of the ponies this thing's pushing out now. Like he said, those upgrades are going to be in a different video for you guys. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that yet, but we'll see what his reaction is. What do you think of that?
That's something else, dude. It just feels good. It just feels good. Like he had just told me, he's like, you gotta let off the throttle. He's like, because the tires will break loose like pretty easy. So as soon as I put the throttle down all the way, I just backed it straight off. But you could just tell it was about to just break loose. Like it just grabbed the ground. It was about ready to go. So.
Okay guys, we just got back from our little joyride, basically giving him the opportunity to test drive my truck. So I'm gonna flip the camera over to him and he's gonna give you his opinion overall, what he thought of the truck, what he didn't like about the truck. I just wanted to be honest, so if there's something that you didn't like, just be honest. If there's something
there's one thing I really wanted to stress, and that's the fact that Dodges are better.
Okay, end of the video.
No.
Just kidding.
No, but seriously, it's a great truck. Runs smooth, runs great. You know what the coolest thing that I noticed? I mean, believe it or not, this is the takeaway I got. They have a freaking PSI gauge on this one. Our 7.3 and my Dodge, obviously my Dodge is older and 7.3 is still older than this, but we don't have a freaking PSI gauge, turbo PSI gauge. I mean, the new truck does, but not like none of our other ones do. But anyways, that's cool. Love the interior on this thing, just super clean. The truck drives super smooth, way smoother than our 7.3 and the Cummins with the updated suspension this thing has. But overall, love the truck, and I know I've said in many videos I'd probably never own a 6.0, but
magic words right here.
Maybe, let's just say, maybe someday I'll own a 6.0. In 03 to 04, no. Maybe in 05 to 07, bulletproofed, built the way I want it. I'd maybe consider it. So those are my words. I didn't say yes.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
I'm not gonna say yes.
His video will be up soon about him buying a 6.0.
No, well, you don't know. Probably not, but
probably.
I don't know if I want to make payments on a 6.0 right now because you just never know. One day it'll be here, the next day it won't be. So it's just one of those. It's just one of those things. But all reality, great truck, loved it. Don't really have anything bad to say about it.
There you guys have it. Cummins owner loves my 6.0.
I guess so.
So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys and all the support I get. Keep continuing to comment on all the videos. And I am about to pass 1,000 subscribers. And I know you guys are waiting for that because there is money involved. And I know everybody likes a little cash once in a while. So, be sure to keep getting people to subscribe, getting closer and closer to 1,000. And like I said earlier in a separate video, there will be a cash giveaway for sure. So that's something for you guys to look forward to. But until then, thank you guys so much, and we'll be back with more videos as soon as we can. Thanks, guys.